Hello, it's Margaret here. Thanks for joining me. Perhaps you're new to tapping. You might think it's a bit weird. It is. You're right. It is weird. Or whatever your reason for being here, I thought it would be useful to have a chat to you about why I love tapping so much. After all, I've been using it for 20 odd years now, both for myself and I work with private clients. I've run a zillion workshops about it, done lots of speaking engagements to spread the word, and even written 2 books about it. And I am proud to have got the first book on it into Australian bookstores and libraries 18 years ago now, I think it was. So, first of all, I love it for what it's done for me. It's transformed my life, and I honestly don't know what I would have done without it. I use it on a daily basis for frustrations and stresses, because there's always something, isn't there? I've used it for first aid and also for working through deeper issues and a lot of trauma and illness. Of course, I also love it because it's given me incredibly satisfying work. And the thing is that tapping can be used by anyone, from small children to the elderly. And if they can't tap on themselves, perhaps they're disabled, you can tap on them. I used it once to wonderful effect in palliative care. That's one of my enduring memories, and having a doctor to say how much his patient had improved in a very short space of time was very gratifying. So age is no barrier, like gender, race, culture, religion. It's open to everyone. And if you do some tapping yourself, it doesn't cost anything either. And if you do it with a practitioner, it's still cost effective because of the results that you get. I love tapping because it's simple to learn in a very short time. Anyone can learn to use it. In all honesty, I have never had anyone say, this is too hard to do. Now, of course, I use it in complex ways with people, but the basics of it are very simple. I love it because it's safe and doesn't involve taking anything that might have side effects or react with other medications or supplements. When I was a naturopath, I used to worry that even herbs might react with something, whereas with tapping, I'm able to be completely at ease. I love tapping because it immediately down-regulates the nervous system, calms the body and the mind, and relieves tension. Sometimes people who have a very busy mind will tap, and perhaps then I'll ask them what they're thinking. And they stare at me, so suspicious, and then say, I'm not thinking anymore. The relief of that. And people don't understand, how can that be? But it can also create cognitive shifts in the mind somehow, because sometimes it does seem like magic. And I really don't pretend to understand how it does that. New insights, new perspectives show up that often offer relief or create hope and optimism where previously there was none. I love tapping because it breaks new ground. That was certainly the case back when I first learned it, and the results do defy what can often be achieved through conventional medical methods, and opinions about what is and what isn't possible. So much is possible, and now, of course, we have a lot more research to actually prove that is the case. I love tapping because it's handy, excuse the pun, for first aid. I once fell when I was bushwalking and badly injured my knee. And while I was waiting for help, I went into shock. But I was able to tap for that and clear it. So except for my knee, which was still badly injured, I was okay by the time help arrived. All the nauseous and the spacing out had disappeared. What else? I love tapping because it's so flexible. You can use it for daily stress relief, for first aid, as I said, as well as to help heal long-term deep-seated trauma. And as I said, it's literally on hand. And you can do it on the run, in the shower, at the traffic lights, as well as seated in a quiet place, reflecting and being with your body and tapping on whatever else shows up. I also love it because you don't have to believe in it for it to work. I have to confess that I love seeing the effect of it on people who think it's too weird, it's too out there, it's too strange to work. How can tapping on your body produce such radical results? But I find that, as soon as somebody experiences that effect, they immediately become a fan of tapping. And perhaps lastly, I love tapping because as well as freeing you from whatever it is that you don't want, you can also use it to enhance your performance and achieve your goals. So you're not only solving problems, you're creating more happiness, more joy, more success, more abundance. And I love using it to help people win at sport or achieve success in their career, their business, their relationships, their finances. So I really do hope that you love tapping too. It's not the answer to life, but it's an incredibly useful tool to help anyone and everyone live life in a much more peaceful, productive and fulfilling way. So I hope that you find that that's true for you. Happy tapping. And please leave a comment below and perhaps let me know why you love tapping. It would be great to hear from you. Bye.